Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. By the video title, you know what this video is about. NFL Week 13 game picks. Last week was crazy. A lot of underdog teams put up big time fights and got some big time wins. My Steelers lost to the goddamn Browns. I was telling people, I was saying, hey, I picked the Steelers to win, but I said division game. Division games are very, very, very crazy because no matter what the record is, the records don't matter in division games. You can be any given opponent, and if you don't show up prepared, you lose. And we lost on Thursday Night Football in the snow versus the Browns. So we will have our revenge in 2 weeks. But starting off first, Thanksgiving week. So we got the Bears versus the Lions. On Thanksgiving, the Lions play on Thanksgiving every year. And the Bears play almost every year too now, it seems well. It's going to be a nice little game right here. I think the Lions handle business and win that one. The Bears are coming off their heart crusher, of course, as well. That happened to them. They fell short in the end in overtime versus the Vikings. But I think that they fall short again versus the Lions back-to-back weeks. Giants and Cowboys. Cowboys should win this on Thanksgiving as well. And then you look at, of course, actually the Cowboys win this, they be 5-7. They still be in the hunt for the wild card. They need to find a way to still stay on track. Yeah, they beat the Commanders already, but you gotta play the Eagles again, Commanders again, and you can find a way to win one of those, or maybe win both. Because you actually can probably get in the playoffs in the NFC at 9-8 if you have the right conference wins and the right head-to-head matchups over on certain opponents. So you never know what can happen. You get the Dolphins versus the Packers. That's a tough one. The Dolphins need to win this game. Packers could lose this game and still be good, of course. But I think the Packers coming out there, they're at home, in that cold weather, on Thanksgiving. It's a tough game. But the Dolphins, the way they really need this game, I'm picking the Dolphins to win. I'm taking the underdog upset. Dolphins win a close one probably versus the Packers. They win this, they'd be back at 500. Versus Tua got back, Tua been balling, playing very good football. This game right here will be very close. Get back to 500 and get yourself back in playoff contention. And then you're looking like, okay, the Broncos slip up one time. And then you see the Dolphins could probably ease themselves back in that spot. You never know. Raiders, Chiefs. Chiefs should win that one. You got the Seahawks versus the Jets. Seahawks should win that one. It's the Jets. Chargers and Falcons. That should be interesting right there. I can see the Falcons pulling off an upset, but the way the Chargers defense is right now, I'm making this video before the Chargers play their game on Monday Night Football versus the Ravens. I'm making everything in advance because I have a busy schedule this week, so I'm making everything kind of early. So I don't know if they're going to be 8-3 or they're going to be 7-4 when this game happens. But I think, actually, I'm trying to think. The Falcons at home versus the Chargers. I'm gonna say the Chargers win still. And then you look at the Texans and the Jaguars. I'm gonna pick the Texans to win that one. You got the Cardinals versus the Vikings. It's a very interesting game. I'm with the underdog. I'm pick the Cardinals to win. Pick the Cardinals to win on the road. They came off of a bad loss to the Seahawks. They only scored 6 points. It was 6-16. Seahawks handled them in that game. Defensive little battle. I think they find a way to bounce back and they win the thriller versus the Vikings. Colts versus the Patriots. I'm gonna pick. Patriots defense be pretty good. Colts got to find a way to stay on track. I know they 5-7 right now. They lost that game they should versus the Lions. It was a tough matchup. The Lions been dog walking the whole AFC South. But I think in this one right here, the Colts get back on track and win this one, go 6-7. Titans versus the Washington. Washington got to get back on track. They lost back-to-back games. Lost to the Steelers in the close one by 1 point. And then you lost to the Cowboys in the close one as well. You got to win this one. So I'm going to pick the Washington. I'm going to say Wizards. Washington Commanders to win that one. Steelers, Bengals. Steelers coming off a bad loss versus the Browns. Like, I know the Browns, it's a division opponent, so the records don't matter. But you got to find a way to bounce back after that. You can't lose on Thursday night when you're in charge of the AFC North and you want to put the Ravens, give the Ravens an opportunity to come back to battle you in the race for the top of the division and stuff. So I think the Steelers find a way to handle business versus the Bengals, and they win that game. Probably a close one, and they beat them on the road. You got the Buccaneers versus the Panthers. Panthers been playing better. Bryce Young looking better too as well. They finally got things going on offense and everything seems well. I think him getting benched actually was a great decision. He learned a lot from that, and you can see just the way he's playing better. He's more accurate and making plays, using his legs as well, not scared to run and getting down, sliding and making plays, keeping things alive. Finally was able to get David Moore. He was getting open in all different spots around the field. I think they're doing a pretty good job. So it's gonna be an interesting game. I think the Buccaneers still win it, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Panthers pull off the win. Rams and Saints. Saints been on a we kind of stacking the wins up a little bit. Back-to-back wins for them. They 4-7. I think the Saints handle business and win this one. And I pressed the wrong button. Okay, go back. There you go. And then you got the Eagles and then the Ravens. I think that's gonna be a good game actually. Is that not prime time? No, it's not prime time. They might flex it though. But you get the Eagles and Ravens. That's going to be a nice one. Ravens sitting at 7-4. They might be 8-4, depending on what happens tonight with the Chargers, or they might be 7-5. But they're going to be an interesting game. The Eagles been playing very good, especially Saquon Barkley. He's been unstoppable. Dang, this is a tough game. Since the Ravens at home, I'm probably going to choose the Ravens to win this one. But I wouldn't be surprised the Eagles win because the Ravens defense, they show up against my Steelers, but against everybody else, they kind of been like a little sluggish a little bit. So I think this game will be interesting, but we'll see what happens. But I'm going to pick the Ravens. I'm hoping but actually I want the Eagles to win because I make sure they drop the Ravens down a little bit. So I'm going to pick the Eagles actually. I'm try to jinx them a little bit. Well, actually, if I want to jinx them, I should pick the team I think going to win. So let me pick the Ravens. Yeah. 49ers versus Bills. I think the Bills win now when the 49ers have been kind of sluggish a little bit, been stale, a lot of injuries adding up. They got beat down by the Packers on Sunday, which was crazy to see, 38-10. So I'm like, man, we're going to see what happens on the 49ers, but they playing the Bills. They got a tough schedule ahead of them. They got played some of these teams in the division. They got to play them again as well. So the 49ers could see themselves missing the playoffs, man. We have to wait and see. And they got the Browns and the Broncos at the end of the Sunday Night Football, yeah. Or Monday Night Football. I think the Broncos should win this game, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Browns split it off. But Jameis Winston, like I mentioned before, he's unpredictable. He's good sometimes he's bad. So you don't know which Winston you're gonna get. And against the Steelers, he played well, but the week before that, he played all right, but he lost by a lot versus the Raiders. Not versus the Raiders, it was they played somebody they lost to. It was the Saints, yeah. But then the week before that, he played bad too as well. And then before that, he played good. He beat the Ravens in that close game, the game of the touchdown. So very unpredictable player. So we'll see which Jameis Winston you get, but I think the Broncos should be able to handle business. And I think there's not any teams on the bye week that week either. So everybody be playing on week 13. So that should be very interesting to see. But yeah, this is all I have for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, like to subscribe for more content. And I'll probably see you guys, later down the line. I think when this video uploaded, it'll be on Thursday. So I'll probably see you on Friday for some basketball video. And then on Saturday, before game day, and then on Sunday, we get, of course, the Steelers live watch party. And I have some videos discussing the Steelers, they win and stuff like that, breaking things down. So be on the lookout for all that. But yeah, peace out.